It was May 7, 1942, somewhere in the Coral Sea, north of Australia. "78 Japanese warplanes screamed across the sky, hunting for the enemy. They dove, they attacked, they destroyed both ships. The carrier was a fuel tanker. The cruiser was a single destroyer. This is the story of the first battle in naval history, where two opposing fleets fought for 5 days and never once saw each other. 5 months. That's all it took. From the moment Japanese bombs fell on Pearl Harbor in December 1941, Imperial Japan had torn through the Pacific like a storm. Hong Kong, Singapore, the Philippines, Borneo, Java. By April 1942, Japan controlled the largest empire in Asian history. Their eyes had turned south, toward Australia. They needed one strategic port, one airfield, Port Moresby, on the southern coast of New Guinea. The man tasked with taking it was Vice Admiral Shigeyoshi Inoue, methodical, calculating, and supremely confident. Standing in his way, Rear Admiral Frank Jack Fletcher, commanding USS Yorktown, USS Lexington, 141 aircraft. But Fletcher had one advantage Inoue didn't know about. The Americans had broken Japan's naval code. Finding an enemy fleet in 2 million square kilometers, like searching for a needle in an ocean. Both sides sent scout planes ahead. Both sides got partial information. Both sides made decisions based on incomplete, sometimes completely wrong, intelligence. The 7th of May 1942 began with confusion. A Japanese scout pilot radioed back his position. One carrier, one cruiser. What the pilot had actually found, the fleet oiler, Neosho, and her escort destroyer, Sims. Admiral Hara scrambled. 78 aircraft. Immediately. Sims was hit by 3 bombs and sank in minutes, taking most of her crew with her. Neosho, ablaze and crippled, drifted for 4 days before rescue. Of her crew, 68 men would never come home. Meanwhile, an American scout made the opposite error, reporting 2 Japanese carriers and 4 cruisers. But as those 93 American planes searched desperately for their target, they stumbled onto something else entirely. The light carrier Shoho, sailing alone. "11 minutes, 13 bombs, 7 torpedoes, scratch 1 flat top." May 8. Both sides finally found each other at almost the exact same moment. 9:15 in the morning. Japanese and American scout planes located the opposing carrier groups. Within minutes, both admirals gave the same order: launch everything. Japanese and American strike aircraft flew toward each other, passing in the clouds, neither side aware of how close they were. Yorktown took a single bomb, serious, but she kept fighting. Lexington absorbed 2 torpedo hits and 2 bomb strikes. Her crew fought the fires desperately, and for a moment, it seemed she might survive. Then, at 12:47, fuel vapors from damaged lines had been building for hours. A single spark found them. 2,735 men rescued from the water. 216 never made it off Lexington. American torpedoes sent her to the bottom, so she would never fall into enemy hands. On paper, Japan had won. They lost fewer ships. They sank a larger carrier. But Port Moresby's invasion fleet had already turned back. Japan's first defeat in 25 years of expansion. But what history never told you: Shokaku and Zuikaku couldn't fight at Midway. 1 month later, at Midway, Japan sent 4 carriers against 3 American ones. All 4 were sunk. With Shokaku and Zuikaku, everything changes. Today, the Coral Sea is quiet. Ships pass over the spot where Lexington rests, 2,400 meters below the surface, without knowing what lies beneath them. Subscribe to Stratemica, because where strategy meets history,